Well, first at 5, the Dougherty County District Attorney says he plans to fight the dismissed murder conviction of Susan Embert. Thanks everyone for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Petrie.
And I'm Carla Heath-Sands. Embert walked out of the Dougherty County Jail last month, 5 years after being found guilty of the murder of her husband, Jake Embert. As WALB News 10's Lena Allen reports, the state is standing firm in its belief that Susan Embert is guilty.
Yes, the DA's office filed this motion for reconsideration in Susan Embert's case dismissal, but the judge denied this motion, saying once again Embert's rights to a speedy trial were violated. The judge's denial, however, is not stopping the DA from fighting back.
My mission is to make sure justice is served, and we believe beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant was guilty and a jury agreed.
In 2019, a grand jury ruled Susan staged her husband Jake Embert's murder to look like a suicide. She was sentenced to life in prison on charges including malice murder in 2014. But back in February, Susan was granted a retrial after it was discovered there was a convicted felon on the jury. The judge then argued there was a 9-year delay in her trial, which led to the case's dismissal. But in the DA's motion of reconsideration, he argues, quote, there was no greater than 9-year delay in the prosecution of the case, and that, quote, due process was adhered to, as were all other rights of the defendant, end quote.
All legal minds may vary. We believe in this instance that the evidence, the facts, and the law supports the notion that the state was diligent in moving the case forward and that we should be given the opportunity to retry this individual.
As the judge stands firm on his decision to dismiss Susan's case, DA Edwards is hopeful he'll be granted a retrial after he files an appeal.
We will do all we can to fight for justice, to make sure that justice is served and the truth is brought out.
Right now, District Attorney Greg Edwards has 2 more weeks to file his appeal. He tells me he plans on doing that to continue his fight for justice. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.